What if I tell you that the one thing standing between you and that first $1,000 recurring revenues is not your talent or connections or some kind of secret algorithm? It's a lie you keep telling yourself all the time. My ideas need to be original. That is wrong. You said I need to validate everything first. That is also wrong. I need to be an expert. That is wrong. You don't need to be an expert before you make money out of tech. Okay. And here's what actually happened. I've built so many apps over the years and I have made nothing. $0. Then I made one simple shift. I stopped trying to be innovative and start copying what already works. And now I make enough money from tech. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn the exact step which I used to think of an app idea, build it, and actually make your first dollar, online. There's no theory here, and there's nothing like any kind of algorithm or secrets. Just this is just a system which I use to go from zero to consistent monthly income. Now the question is, are you ready to stop overthinking and start building? All right, so let's get into it. Now here's the truth: you don't need a new idea. You just need apps that already exist and modify it to become your own app. I know what you're thinking, but it's not original. It's someone's idea or whatever. Okay, we all know now that originality doesn't pay your bills in this day, right? When someone says that an app already exists, when I am about to build an app, right, my response is always simple. So what? So what if the app already exists, right? Who cares? If someone wanted to start up a business, a coffee shop, for example, would you tell them that a place like Starbucks already exists so they cannot start up a project? That's ridiculous, right? Because you know that multiple businesses can serve the same market. This is the thing: if an app is making money, that's a proof already that people will pay for it. Definitely. I have built apps over the years that are not my ideas. They are other people's ideas, right? But here's the thing, right? I built these apps because I saw people doing it, and it was a trend in the market. So I decided to recreate what they have already built. I'm not saying that I copied the code or whatever. I just recreated it. I cloned it. Later on, I started adding unique features that differentiate the original app. But that differentiation came after I had revenues and validations. The thing is, you need to notice which app are marketing to you, and if you think you can rebuild it, then just do it. You're an experienced developer or you're an advanced one. This applies to everyone. And stop worrying about comparing programming language with the other, like React and Next.js or PHP and HTML or CSS and JavaScript or whatever. Okay, pick a tech stack that suits the kind of project you are working on, that has massive developer support, so that when you hit a bug, you will find solutions faster. Popular frameworks have extensive documentations, community forums, and AI training data to help you and guide you. My recommendations on Tech Sta for web applications: I use framework like Next.js and React. Okay, these are the most popular full stack framework I have worked with. And for hosting, that is if you want to deploy your app, once it is done, you can use Vercel, which is easiest to deploy. I find Vercel the more easiest development, and despite the cost, it's more easy to develop. For mobile applications, I use framework like Expo or React Native Bay. You can use any of them. I choose Expo because it's cross-platform. It works simultaneously on all code base. Okay. Alternatively, if you're building for only iOS or Android, Swift or Kotlin are solid choices. And for backend, I use providers like Supabase, which handles authentication, database, and storage of in one platform. And for payment processing, Stripe have the best documentation, easiest to integrate. And you could try it. I don't know which other payment processing platform you use out there, but I feel like I think by observations and experience, Stripe is more and more versatile. And in summary, if you want to get an app idea or you're passionate about what to build next, you just need to copy what already works. Find profitable apps and build on them with your own spine. Later on, you can keep gradually adding new features to them, and so they can differentiate the old app and your own app. And all the tech stack I have used for web, I said React and Next.js are best solutions for full stack development. And I said Vercel can be used for deployment. You can use them for deployment and all that. And for mobile, you can use Expo, for cross-platform applications. Back end, you use Supabase. Payment platforms or payments and processing, you use Stripe.